Hi everybody, welcome to the Dahlia Society's dress roundup for 2023. Apologies about the pitter patter because it is pouring here today. And I was so excited to bring you all the dresses that I made, and I thought hopefully you won't mind a bit of rain on the tin roof because it's really warm out here and really muggy, but the rain is not going to let up. It's nice to bring it outside for a change. Hopefully this noise is not too annoying. So I'm sure by now most of you will have followed the channel. You've probably seen a lot of these makes in the past year of 2023. Now every month for the bespoke boxes I also make a pattern up to show whoever's bought the box to how to inspire them, maybe a pattern to make, and there's always a discount code for that. So now if you haven't seen all of our boxes from 2023, head over to one of the previous vlogs. I'll link it here. You can go back and see all the makes that we had from each month box and then what we've made from the fabric. So not all the makes will be in this roundup of dresses, but these are probably my favorite dress makes roundup. Things that I've worn the most and things that I've loved to make. So I've chosen a roundup of my favorite dresses. I am actually wearing, I would say, my favorite make. Well, maybe not my favorite, or one of my favorites. They've got too many to count, but my most worn dress. And this is the Montana midi dress from Style Art, and I've done it with the hack, and of course the expansion pack from the Montana midi dress gives you lots of options. The one I've made here with the buttons at the front, I absolutely love this dress. The reason I love it is not only because it's just a simple dress without a lot of gathering around the waist. It's got like a beautiful empire line. I've made it from some gorgeous Dashwood Studios fabrics, viscose that I absolutely love. The thing I love about this, it's like having a sleeveless dress, but you don't have the issue with, you know, the bra straps showing and things like that. And it's not quite a cap sleeve, but the way it's cut, I really love it. I really need to make more of this. I love the fact that it's got the half button placket. You can open it up and wear it, you know, pop it over the head. I've worn it to death, literally to death. It's one of my most favorite makes. I've got these patterns in store and as well as the expansion pack. So definitely need to make another Montana midi. And don't forget that Style Art patterns are so great for mixing and matching. We've also got the expansion packs for the Trinity dress and from the Hope woven dress. Now there probably was another one too, I've forgotten, but this of course is one of my favorite dresses. I think I like the amount of ease through the body. It's really nice and cool and floaty. It's one that you can, you know, wear a pair of thongs or a nice pair of Australian thongs, of course, guys, flip-flops, and of course you can wear it with just on its own or a nice pair of sandals as well, a little denim jacket. But I think I love the fabric most of all. You know, the Dashwood Studios, Rachel Parker's was just beautiful. But I've highlighted it with a nice cobalt blue button, and I really love the blue and green together. And I think I spoke about that when I mentioned it in my vlog, that, you know, that old saying of blue and green should never be seen is an absolute myth. It is such a beautiful combination together. This rain is not stopping. Sorry about the noise. I actually love listening to it especially when it's a warm day. The rain on the tin roof is such a nice sound, but hopefully not too annoying for you guys. Let's talk about the favourite dresses that I made for 2023. Now I'm going to go right back to the start. Of course, you'll know that there was a dress make. This is my January make. There was another January make that was a beautiful dress from Tammy Handmade, and it was the Rhea dress. Not one that I would normally go for because of the deep plunging V and the skinny straps. But in saying that, it was one of my most loved and worn dresses. It was really lovely and cool. I made it in a double gauze in a crimson colour. Need to make more bold colour dresses, plain colour dresses, because you can see how pattern heavy my wardrobe is. But I really do love a good print. But I really enjoyed wearing this. The only thing is you've got to wear the strapless bra with it. And for me, it's just such a chore. Strapless bras are just not the most comfy things ever to wear. Especially when it's really hot and sticky. But I do have like a bandeau style one that I'll pull on. Not the most supportive bras in the world, but it really is lovely and cool for a hot day. And I think the cotton double gauze lends itself beautifully with the tiers. I really think having that long first tier and the short bottom tier is just such a beautiful way to wear a tiered skirt. Normally you'll do the three tiers and they'll all be the same length, but I really love that first long tier. The back, of course, has got the curved low back. It's quite a low back as well, but really enjoyed making and wearing that. And it's definitely one that I'll be keeping in the wardrobe. And look, a lot of my My clothing, of course, I end up passing on to family members because I just can't wear that many things in the wardrobe. I'm sure a lot of you can sympathise there that there's only so many things we can keep in the wardrobe, and some things you just end up loving and wearing to death, and other things you just don't seem to wear as much, you don't gravitate towards as much. So, you know, once a season, once a year, I'll go through and I'll cull a lot of things and I'll hand them on to family or to the local charity shop. But, you know, some things are a bit too hard to let go, and I'll keep them for sentimental value as well. But I've got a beautiful auntie that's actually only 10 years older than me, so Mum's younger sister, and she loves getting a lot of my hand-me-downs. So she's always waiting for a nice bag to be delivered. So yeah, that was a really lovely make from January. Back in February, I was desperate to make this gorgeous fabric godmother. Now, the Joni print was very famous, one of Fabric Godmothers. It was actually in a green, in a cream, and in the pink. They had the Dolores, I think was the name of the green one, and the Joni was the cream and pink from memory, or it could have been vice versa. But I loved it. It is such a beautiful, it's based on Hungarian print, apparently, especially the black version. But I love the pink for summer, and I love pink and red, especially with a floral. It really popped with a nice red lipstick, and I really enjoyed wearing that. And this is the Savi dress from Sew House 7 Patterns, and of course Peggy from Sew House 7 Patterns let me use her pattern for the December box in 2022. And I loved that dress so much, I ended up making another longer version. You can make it without the frill on the bottom. It's one of those fabulous patterns that's got the wide enough strap that you can still wear a bra strap without, you know, showing. But I think I end up putting little clear plastic tabs to keep the bra line up. It's just the problem of having sort of sloping shoulders. You end up having, you see me all the time doing this, the bra straps fall off. But the little tabs, and I know you can get the little sew-in tabs to help keep the bra connected. But that's got a really nice V-neck and front back, I should say. I've put the little label Dream It in there as well. But I really love the fabric, and it's definitely one I will keep wearing this summer. It's just starting to warm up a bit here. I made a tie for the waist definition because it is really nice to pop a tie on. I love this dress in a plain linen. I've seen a few versions in a plain linen without the frill, but just in a maxi length, and it looks stunning. It'll be lovely and cool, easy to wear. It's got a nice A-line kind of style to it. You've got the facings there as well, and I think that one does go up to a size 30. So that's a fabulous dress, and of course Fabric Godmother fabric. What's not to love about that beautiful pink and red floral? So that was back from February. Now I've got quite a few skirts here that I'm including in this roundup because a lot of my dressmaking I did throughout summer and then again in spring. So through the middle of winter there wasn't a lot of dressmaking other than a couple of flored boxes. But with the rest of the summer range of skirts, I actually had a favourite skirt that was the Style Like Genoa bias cut skirt. I made a fabulous bias cut out of this gorgeous Miss Moresby fabric, Never a Handsome collab in a linen. Such a beautiful print, that chocolate coloured print. And Sarah from Miss Moresby has actually starting a line of her own fabrics, and I have told her that I am desperate to get hold of some of her fabrics when she does decide to sell to stockists. I have got my hand up because I just absolutely adore her prints. They were one of my best-selling prints last year in the store, so I love that one. I wear it with a little tank top. It's a beautiful skirt. It's the simplest make ever. I ended up making another one with Fabric Godmother Richmond print in the cotton lawn, which is just gorgeous. Then I ended up making another Atelier Jupe one, but with this one, of course, I didn't use a wide enough elastic, and it really does tend to flop over a little bit. So definitely think about using, I'd probably say the 5 centimetre elastic is much better than that really thin elastic. But, you know, it's a sort of skirt. You've got to cut on the bias. You've got to make sure you flip your pattern over on that angle because the bias cut gives it that beautiful figure-hugging shape, gives it that nice curve that you won't get from a regular A-line skirt. It just seems to hug the body and fall really nicely. So that's the type of skirt I think I could make a bazillion of them in a wardrobe and wear them through every season because they're great for winter. Bias cut skirt in a nice silky fabric as well is lovely with a knit jumper. Just such a beautiful outfit to dress up or down with a little leather biker jacket, or for summer with little t-shirts and tanks. You know, you can dress them up or down as well. I would live in those skirts. So the Style Like Genoa bias cut skirt has been one of my favourite skirts. Also, I made the really lovely Edith skirt. Now, this is a pattern from Dahlia Davies. She's got the Edith dress, which you can make it as a dress or you can make it as a skirt and top, separates, and it's a really lovely A-line. And the fact that I wanted to make this gorgeous Lady McElroy cotton wool, very 70s looking print. If I had have done that one on the bias, of course, it would have tilted the pattern, or it's a directional print. So be careful of the bias cut skirts with a directional print. You can't really do it. So this one's more placement print with the A-line skirt, and that Edith skirt is just gorgeous, floaty and long, and I love it with a brown coloured top. I really love those 70s colours of the oranges and browns and greens, and Phoebe does too. We're huge fans of 70s fashions and colours. So one of my favourites. Getting back to, I think it may have been April again, was the coastal side split skirt from Pattern Emporium. I made a couple of these in linen viscose blends. I've made the khaki one and the tobacco coloured one as well. Fabulous skirt pattern. I ended up making one with the front split, one with the side, one with the two side splits, or you can do it just with the back split. And then later on, of course, Kate came out with the Slay All Day knit skirt pattern, similar style, but in a knit. But that one has been fabulous. I've worn it heaps. I actually made the Be Mine balloon sleeve top in the same fabric to have a little ensemble, and it's great to mix and match because that top will then go back through with a lot of the skirts. The skirt will go with a lot of tops. Now my next episode will be tops and jackets that I made from 2023. That's quite a big one. I've made way more tops and jackets than dresses this year. You'll get to see that. But they're my skirts from earlier on in the year. Then, of course, for our box for Easter, the Easter Bonnet Parade, this fabric was in the box for that bespoke box for that month. And, of course, it's a Lady McElroy viscose jersey knit with the little ladies. I get asked about this fabric all the time. If I ever see it again, Lady McElroy, I'll be sure to bring some of it in store because I know a lot of you guys are asking for this. It's such a fluid, lovely, comfortable, soft, dry touch viscose jersey. And this pattern, I have been asked so many times, what is it? It is the Wardrobe by Me Miri dress. It's a fabulous faux wrap dress. It's got the wrap on the top half, really nice high shawl back, really lovely construction and great instructions as well, and a really lovely coverage. If you're a bit bustier and you don't like the gapey style wrap dresses, which can be a bit annoying, that is a fantastic wrap dress. It's also one that you can make in the long, full, like a maxi length. And that one's just like a midi length, but it's so comfortable, easy to wear, easy to make, and a really great wrap dress if you don't like having full wrap around. It's just the top half that wraps and connects together, but really great one to make. Definitely would recommend that. It's got the seam line through the back. So definitely a wonderful pattern from Wardrobe by Me. Okay. So we're heading on we'll go to July, and the dress that I made for the Jewel of the Nile box was the Coffee and Thread Marique dress. Now I think Coffee and Thread is no longer doing patterns. They've closed up. So it's quite sad because it was a really lovely pattern. It's a really nice deep V-neck with a lovely billowy, huge statement sleeve, and I made that from the Cobra Corsage, and that Cobra Corsage in the purple is in the viscose chalet lawn. So very, very floaty, lovely to wear. I made a tie to bring it in essentially in the waist. I ended up wearing that to my niece's wedding in August, and I bought some purple shoes to coordinate with that, which I love together. It's definitely one that I will keep in the wardrobe and I will never part with it. I just love the fabric. The theme, of course, that Jewel of the Nile was one of the most popular things we had. This tag, of course, creativity never goes out of style. I love trying to match the label. But yeah, it's quite a roomy fit dress. It's definitely, to me, I think needed the tie. It could even be lovely with the belt as well. Very swishy, and it definitely needs an iron, that one. But the fabric, of course, if you love that Cobra Corsage fabric, we have got the Chloe linen viscose blend in the store, but we haven't got this purple. It's more of a cobalt in between the purple and blue that we have, and we've got magenta and mauve and emerald as well. But favourite dress of mine from that July box. Then we'll head on into, I think it was September. This was another box make, and this is the Swim Style Patterns. Oh, goodness me, the name has escaped me. Their shirt dress, I'm going to link it here so you can see. It's a fabulous shirt dress. It's got a really lovely drawstring, built-in drawstring waist, so you can cinch it in. I've worn that heaps. This fabric was the Neptune's Daughter fabric in the box. It's a really lovely viscose, Euro viscose, with a kind of aquatic print, nice bold tapestry-like print. But it's a fabulous pattern. You can make it with the very deep cuff, which is what I did, and I tend to roll it up more often. But it's a really lovely pattern to wear, and of course that's an Aussie pattern company, mother and daughter team from New South Wales. Swim Style Patterns have some fabulous patterns, so make sure you head on over to check out what they've got there. But that dress was definitely a keeper for me, and I love the shirt dress. I am actually wanting to make more for the wardrobe because they're fabulous things to dress up or down. You can highlight a nice button on there as well. So that was from September. And our September deluxe box, of course, we featured the beautiful Pika fabric from Fabric Godmother. I ended up making a beautiful Fibre Mood dress, which Julia, I can't believe I remember that, Julia dress. I wanted to keep the print all in one, all intact, and I decided to make the Julia, which was a very simple sheath style dress with an elastic thick waist. I made the tie to complement, and I love the side splits with the mitered corner. That is a really lovely dress to wear. It would be beautiful in a plain fabric as well. You want a simple dress to pop on with that nice comfy elastic waist. But I ended up wearing that one out to see Swan Lake Ballet, and it was still really cold, so I teamed it up with some black boots and a black cropped leather jacket. But I'm really looking forward to wearing that, as a summery make, which is what it was intended for. And that really lovely viscose jacquard fabric from Fabric Godmother is so beautiful. Of course, there was a pink version as well in those boxes, but this is the mint, and it's got a really lovely gold fleck through there as well. So that one was one of my favourites. Then we are heading into, I think this might have been October, the beautiful So Different Patterns Aria dress. I made this from the Pink Palace fabric from our block prints. Now we are getting more of the block prints in this Pink Palace. We're getting a deep indigo colour coming in the next few weeks. But this pink colour I think has sold out. It's a fabulous dress. It is so pretty. Of course, needs a good iron because I've worn it heaps. It's got a really lovely detail at the waist, but it's got pin tucks at the sides of the waist to give you that shape. Instead of having elastic or tie backs, it gives you that beautiful shape. And as well as the arms, it has the little pin tucks or the little pleats there with faced, like kind of a dolman sleeve with the facings on the edges there and the face neckline. But a really lovely dress, and it's inspired me to go ahead and make all of the Pink City collection. I want to make the Mahal dress. I've got the Folio dress on the sewing machine at the moment. I want to make the Tuck Tuck dress. I just love the thought and the details that Laura puts into her patterns, especially with these block print fabrics. They just look $1,000,000 together. So fabulous dress, that one. Heading into November, of course, Frock Tales. Now, you remember Phoebe and I went to Frock Tales. We had the most amazing night meeting up with so many beautiful people. Definitely want to do it again next year. We had an absolute ball. We were very happy to sponsor a prize, a door prize, which was I think a $150 voucher. There were so many amazing prizes on the night. So many people donated these incredible gifts. We had goodie bags as well. So if you want to go next year, definitely think about checking their Instagram feed. Of course, the Melbourne Frock Tales have their own Instagram page. So if you follow that, they will then let you know when the Frock Tales dates are. You can put it in the calendar. And when they do their ticket release on that weekend, you'll be well and truly prepared to go ahead and grab tickets because we can't wait to go back. We make our weekend of it. We go and stay in the city. Have an absolute ball. So I would love to see you there next year. Make sure you check on the Instagram page or even head onto the Melbourne Frock Tales website to see when tickets are available. But I ended up making the Dear and Joe Sewciety dress from this incredible fabric that I purchased from Sewciety Fabrics about 6 months previously. It's a silky viscose self-print. This dress was what dreams are made of. It turned out to be the most ethereal, beautiful dress, and I felt $1,000,000 in it. You know when you have an image in your mind what you hope and dream a dress is going to be like, and when you make it up, and it's just like exactly what you've envisioned. That was how I felt with this. I couldn't have been more happy with how it came up. Definitely love the fit of it, the crossover bust with that beautiful wraparound style. It made me feel like kind of 1940s glam with those lovely split arms there. I'll put some pics up so you can see. We didn't get a lot of pics on the night. We were too busy chatting to everyone and having a wonderful time and, mingling with the crowd. So it was just, they did have professional photographers there, but there was quite a queue of people to get through, and we were just too busy having fun. We didn't sort of make time to do the pics. So next year, make sure we get photos, because it is great to get a whole group of people together for some pics. But yeah, we didn't get around to it. But yeah, other than that, the dress, the Sewciety, was amazing. It's got pockets in there as well, which were just so beautiful. And normally I'm not a big fan of pockets, but these were incredibly drafted. Beautiful dress. Deer and Doe Patterns have to be one of the main go-to pattern companies when I have an event like a wedding or a really dressy occasion for a glamorous frock. They are the ones I go to. Phoebe ended up making the Orage dress as well from Deer and Doe Patterns, and she looked incredible in hers. And I do know that Carolyn from Love to Sew had recently got married, and she used a hack or a version of a Deer and Doe dress that she morphed with another dress to get her dream wedding dress. I'll see if I can put a pic up here to show you, but I did listen to one of her episodes and she was saying that that's the dress that she kind of used as her base dress. But you can see why, because they just have so much beautiful detail in their frocks, and their special occasion dresses to sew with are gorgeous. Their My Sodas dress, again, was one of my favourite dresses I've worn to weddings before in the past. But absolutely love how that came up, and I think the fabric for me was just perfect. So that was probably one of my favourite dressy makes for the year. So heading on into December, of course, you'll notice the Sew to Grow Sydney shirt dress. I did a hack on that without the collar, and I used this gorgeous Fabric Godmother Flavia fabric. There is still more of that fabric in store if you love it. It is just me all over that print, and the colour, I love a pop of red. I love a good bold black background floral, and it really showcased that with just having a little tie waist. Worn that lots already. It's a sort of dress you can wear tied up or with the tie left off, dress it up or down. It goes to show how different a dress can look with the collar as opposed to the collar off. But not only that, the fabric choice. I've made this before in cottons and in linens, and with the viscose it just looks really, really different again. But yeah, more of a fluidity to it, but without the collar it looks really different. But love that one. And of course, the Christmas dress that I made, I actually was going to wear this Christmas Day, and I ended up spilling things on the front of it. Had to go and get changed. Yeah, that didn't plan that so well, because I'm one of those people that tends to think I can cook and not worry about wearing an apron, and don't do that, people. Especially with things like you get oil splatters, and yeah, it's very hard to get that out of clothing. But this beautiful dress was from the Christmas Carol bespoke box. It just was a November box, and we had this really lovely Euro viscose with the lurex through it. It's a tad itchy, I've got to say. I have to wear it with a little slip underneath it, but we did get a tip. Andrea had similar fabric, and she said go on the inside and get tweezers and pick out any random lurex bits that are popping on the other side. And I need to do that because I really love this dress, and I ended up making the Pattern Emporium Meet You There dress with one long tier and one tiny short tier down the bottom and tie backs. I'd seen a sleeve that I wanted to duplicate, and this was a sleeve from the Take the Chance dress, but I actually ended up doing 2 layers and made it like a double kind of frill fluted sleeve, and I added that to the Meet You There dress, and I think it just came up really, really lovely. The little sparkle tag in there as well. But it's a really nice dress. It's got a yoke at the back. It's just a really lovely, easy wearing, got lots of ease through it, really comfortable. But it feels really beautiful and feminine and floaty with that sleeve detail. So I'd like to make another one of these in a different fabric as well. So I've got a bit of an option in the Meet You There, but fabulous pattern. Pattern Emporium, and a lot of you guys went and used the affiliate link to purchase through the Pattern Emporium sale, so thank you so much if you've done that. It means the world to me, and it does help support the channel. And also I've managed to print a lot of those A0 patterns for a lot of my customers as well, which is fabulous. So I hope you loved my dress roundup. Of course, favourite dress of the year was this this beautiful Montana midi hack, and I would say I'd say probably the Sewciety dress was my favourite glamorous make of the year. But yeah, really loads of favourite patterns there. The Genoa bias cut skirt is an absolute winner. If you haven't made that as well, definitely think about making that. So hopefully the rain hasn't distracted you guys too much. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'd love to hear in the comments below what your favourite dress make was of mine from 2023. And of course I haven't added all the dresses in. There's still a few more that you might want to go back and look through that episode with the boxes. You'll see the other dress makes that I've made there, but I've picked out my firm favourites. I'm going to be back here with my tops next week to show you all my favourite tops, blouses, shirts and jackets from a 2023 as well, to hopefully give you guys a bit of inspiration. Take care everyone. Give this episode a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you all next week. Bye for now.